Very good afternoon to all of you present here. Myself is India Krishnan, and I am here today before you say a few words on public speaking. How many of you have heard this word before, public speaking? I am sure all of you have heard. But how many of you are really interested to be a public speaker? I am sure not many. Even I wasn't one of them. But today, believe me guys, this is one area which I am really interested in. And today, I am very happy to share with you that I am a successful public speaker. But things were not so rosy when I began. There were a lot of difficulties. There were all negativities when I started. And for a moment, I thought that this is not again my area where I need to succeed. But what kept me going? It was the belief, it was the desire, I should say, a burning desire in me to be a public speaker. What inspired me to be a public speaker? Definitely, it was seeing a lot of big speakers, including Martin Luther King, Abraham Lincoln, Steve Jobs, our Obama, one of the greatest speakers today, just to name a few. What did they have in common? It was the power to influence people. It was to cultivate their ideas into the mind of common man. It is something which is really required for a powerful public speaker. Coming on to the next, what are the skills required for a public speaker, which you're all anxiously waiting for. I'm sorry that I got to the point a little late, but I thought let me create some, interest before that. First and foremost is your self-confidence. Unless and until you don't believe that you are going to be a public speaker, God bless you, nobody can help you. It's you yourself. You can attend a lot of training, a lot of classes, a lot of lectures, but if you do not believe that you can be a public speaker, then nobody can. So the belief has to be there, which I mean here is the self-confidence. Second is practice. Having self-confidence alone again will not help. But how many of you are ready to practice the speech before you actually go and give it on the stage? Well, I have done it, and how I did it is again through a lot of inspirational books which I have read, through some trainings which I have attended, which has guided me that without practice it doesn't help. And after all, practice makes man perfect. Okay, so keep practicing, practice. That is one of the best ways to give yourself or to become a real good public speaker. But then there are few more techniques. It can be something like NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. Along with your self-confidence, there are instances wherein people could feel that there is a few fear in your mind. Fear. There are practices when you start visualizing that you can actually feel that the fear is slowly moving away from your mind. And if you have certain fears or phobias in your mind, I would definitely recommend please practice a few NLP techniques. Apart from that,
which they can learn in Success Point.
Which definitely they can learn in Success Point. I would definitely recommend
Yes.
this institute being one of the participants here. Apart from that, there are definitely certain techniques to present. It can involve how to start a speech, how to go about the middle part, how to end the speech, how to modulate your voice. These are all very key elements involved in public speaking. The more speeches you give, consider it as a platform for you to develop your confidence and gain more experience. Which is, the more speeches you give, the more you gain. And again, looking back, you feel you are an experienced person, and your best is yet to come. Okay, so these are a few techniques I would suggest, and rest in next. Keep watching. Thank you.